Look, we're live, pal. We are live. Hello, Internet. We're live and I'm fine. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Just Two Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I'm the Athletic Geek, joined once again by Jedi Jason Kruger. This week, especially the first thing that happened on SmackDown was just fine. Everything's fine. Just doing fine. Doing fine. Doing all fine. But we'll get to why I am so fine right now. If you've never seen this here show before, Jedi and I, well, we've been watching wrestling together for around 15 years. And we love talking about wrestling. We love sharing our love of professional wrestling with you, the fans. And we want to share our love of this glorious art form with everybody else. But we're just fans. We're fans just like all of you. We, our opinion holds no more weight than anybody else. We're not insiders. We try not to use insider terms because we're not wrestlers. We're not insiders at the end of the day. We are just two marks, and I, for one, am fine. So fine. Hey, Rachel, thanks for coming. So fine. We are so just fine right now. Like if there's one thing that the Athletic Geek is right now, it is fine. And we're going to talk about some Raw. All right, so Raw. Okay, well, we have a Beat the Clock challenge. For some reason,
it didn't do anything, did it?
I never understood this.
Unless I missed something, it was just to attempt to prove a point. I can beat someone faster than you can beat someone.
Okay.
Well, usually the Beat the Clock challenge has stakes.
Yeah, it was just
something
kind
on the
of
line, like an advantage or something for the. It was a nothing. It was a.
Yeah, it was pointless. There was no point to this at all.
I can only guess the reason that they actually had Charlotte lose it is because of what they did on SmackDown.
Which is what's just made my life fine.
Yeah,
fine. We're just fine.
We'll get
now.
to it. If you're wondering why we're so fine.
We're fine. I don't know if you're fine, but I
died on the inside a little.
No, you did! I am fine! I am so fine with that! But, that's you! That's you, Eric. I'm fine.
He's alright.
I'm fine. We're gonna get through Raw, and then you'll find out why I'm so fine when we get to SmackDown.
Hurts so good.
Did I mention I'm fine? Alright, we have a handicap match with Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley and Jinder Mahal because I guess...
Jinder Mahal?
I'm not fine. But anyway, it is whatever.
For a while the joke was Finn Balor. It's Jinder Mahal.
That's Jinder Mahal. Better than Finn Balor. So, yeah.
So apparently Lashley and Balor are still a thing, maybe, at WrestleMania.
Yeah, they're going to do it. Yeah, they're going to be at WrestleMania.
Are they doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if they
I believe it's been announced. I think, yeah.
Did they?
About 98% sure it's been announced. Well...
I'm half asleep anymore all the time, so I don't...
Well, I'm so fine with everything else that happened, I forgot about this.
We're just going to confirm if it's announced yet or not. That's what we...
Well, we'll go through the always accurate Wikipedia.
That's right. Wikipedia, where college papers are made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's there. It's there. The 13 matches.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so... Yeah,
good
so
for
that'd
them.
be cool.
Good
Hopefully
for
we get the demon this year at WrestleMania.
About the only thing that could make it exciting.
You seem fine. Eric, buddy, you're gonna find out just how fine I am when we get to the SmackDown portion of this here
YouTube.
YouTube
Be a wild mania. They might change the whole card during the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be just crazy, but fine. Yeah, so whatever, this match is kind of nothing match to me. It's just kind of like, well, we're tired of having Leo Rush, so they put Jinder Mahal in there.
I think Leo got minor injury or something.
Yeah.
The reason they replaced him.
Then we have Aleister Black and Ricochet versus the Revival, and throwing random people together. They're kind of establishing them as a tag team, which again just makes me die a little on the inside because they need to be. I'm not to beat this dead horse. The dead horse hammer is gone, but not to continue to beat this dead horse, but it's almost like Vince just went, y'all part of NXT. You should be a tag team.
It's not like Revival, an actual team that lives and dies by tag team, whereas Aleister and Ricochet are doing
Eric,
just fine.
That is why I'm fine.
That's right.
That's why everything is just fine. We're fine.
But yeah, anyway, Ricochet and Black won, so we'll continue with the whole Revival not winning anything.
Go to AEW Revival. Drew McIntyre, Roman Reigns have a segment.
Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns are having a match at Mania. So,
it keeps Roman out of the Universal title match
for
right now.
Which is what we need.
Yes. Even though I did see a meme that put the fear in me, like where they redid the WrestleMania night, Yoko was Lesnar and Brett was.
I know where you're going with this.
What was Seth?
Yeah.
And then Roman comes out as Hulk.
Yeah.
And Mr. Fuji was Paul Heyman. That was great. That was awesome. I love that meme.
Never thought I'd hear those two compared in the same sentence. But
Sasha Banks versus Natalya. Whatever. No contest. Yeah, decent match.
Yeah.
Decent match, but it's just it's whatever.
Wasn't on this Raw that they Sasha and Bayley said, "F it, we'll just take on all comers." So basically confirming the 4-way.
Yeah.
At Mania.
Go Iconics. Go Iconics.
It's not gonna be Beth and Natty.
Don't be so sure.
If it was Trish and Lita.
I think it'd be less likely to be Trish and Lita as it would be Beth and Natty. Trish and Lita aren't going to come back and defend the titles on regular season. I could see Beth coming back. Now, I don't know if that's going to be my official prediction come next week.
I understand.
But I could see Beth coming back and having
it's
a run.
It's not out of the question.
Yeah.
One more run.
Yeah.
At least she'd have some talent to work with.
Yeah, exactly. And she was
shoring the whole thing up.
Yeah.
When she was there before.
They have a moment of bliss with.
Just don't even. Braun Strowman's going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and they've got a story with Saturday Night Live hosts, and he's going to beat them up. And we need Nicholas.
You know what? I will jump out. I will cheer my heart out if Nicholas comes back.
It just needs to be a WrestleMania tradition.
See Nicholas grow up through the WrestleManias.
It's a little bigger,
Get a little bigger. Comes out the cigarette one year. Bro, you still need my help. Yeah.
How wacky has it been to see Dominic?
Bigger than his dad.
I know.
Perhaps he really was Eddie's kid.
He got his mom's genetics. She's taller than he is too.
Apollo Crews versus again, this is where I'm fine on Raw too. The man who will be Kurt Angle's
50-50. Corbin lost to Apollo last week, so this week Apollo beat.
So this is a good
Corbin
way.
Beat Apollo.
This is a good way to build up.
I have
Kurt. You know I can't stand Baron Corbin. This is a good way to build up Kurt Angle's final opponent. Am I right, guys?
Losing and then winning. I guess.
I mean,
sure.
we're a week out from WrestleMania.
Is the message he has a 50-50 shot? He's also lost one match to Kurt and beat Kurt.
Hey, you gotta see Nicholas live at least once. Yes, we gotta see Nicholas live before he retires.
That's right.
Yeah,
Kurt
but
has won and lost a match to Baron Corbin.
But yeah,
He lost to the
You know,
Deep
see, in
Six,
a
not
normal,
the
a normal wrestling match, you got a 50-50 shot win, but Kurt Angle knows when he's getting in the ring with somebody like Baron Corbin, his the odds of this match being worth a fuck drastic go down.
That's right.
So then you take Baron Corbin's 6'6" and 2/3% chance of this match sucking, and we have a 100% chance that this is going to be a disappointing way to end Kurt Angle's career at WrestleMania. You see, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for Kurt Angle fans at WrestleMania. I'm fine.
You know, I forgot that the end result of that promo was Kurt Angle wasn't even in that match at Sacrifice, and Samoa Joe totally retained.
Samoa Joe.
Instead, it was Kaz. Fun fact.
Yeah. I remember, I got a tangent off here. I remember, like, you were working that. We were at your house, or your parents' house, to watch that one, and you were working late. And I remember just sitting there like, hey, Kurt Angle is out. Kaz is in. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, yep, that's what happened.
Didn't get to see it as it happened at first. I had to rewatch.
No context.
I was like,
yeah. So, yeah. Yes, this was.
I mean, I understand why you say they should just go ahead and retire the U.S. title, but I mean, since they're keeping the brand split, especially when they go to Fox, they kind of need it, even though they don't use it.
No, they need the U.S. title. If they're going to keep a brand, even if they I think they should unify the world titles and just have the champion go on both brands, and then have the secondary belts be exclusive for each brand.
There's an argument to be made for merging the women's title as well at this point, as we'll get to.
I'm so fine. No, but merge both the women's titles. Merge both the men's titles.
Yeah.
Merge both the tag team titles.
Yes, and just leave the two mid-card belts. Yeah, I agree.
Leave the two secondary titles exclusive to their show, and then you can have the women's tag belts, the men's tag belts, the women's title, the men's title travel between the shows.
I agree with this wholeheartedly.
Yeah. But then what you do with those secondary titles is you do like New Japan, and you make those secondary titles like mean almost as much as the main title.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Lately, have you noticed they've used them as a consolation prize?
Yeah.
Almost anybody who gets a big world title match and loses instantly wins their respective belt.
Yeah.
It's like, and then does nothing with it.
Remember when this used to be like the symbol of greatness in the WWE? Like,
heck yeah.
You know, like there was like
Hell,
Mr. Perfect held this, and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. And all those workhorses held this belt, and a couple of them ascended. Mm-hmm. Some of them stayed there, but the bottom line is...
A lot of people who never got a world title made their name, held that belt.
Still the best looking belt design ever. Personally, my favorite. Of any belt ever, that's my favorite.
I don't know, man. That naturally fallen oak, it's really doing it for me.
So...
Yeah.
Alright,
Ray!
We have, Ray's here. What's up, Ray? I'm fine. That's what's up. The Geek is fine.
He is fine today.
The Geek is fine today. And we're still on Raw Thoughts, but when we get to SmackDown Thoughts, you'll find out why I'm so fine. So fine.
You get no brownie points for guessing.
Can you tell I'm fine? I'm fine.
Okay, Chief, what else happened?
All right! Rollins interview, and, it's a decent interview.
The feud between Rollins and Heyman continues?
Yeah, no Lesnar, just Heyman. But still good. Kurt Angle versus Mojo happened, and it was okay. But whenever I saw...
It was not TNA quality.
It was okay because Samoa Joe made it okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt Angle looked awful. he the way he took that suplex, and it looked like what me and you would do when we used to backyard, and we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. And we're like, that's a suplex right there. It's making me, as bad as that match with Baron Corbin is going to be, and as a shitty match to end your career on, and as happy I am to see Kurt's last match, as a Kurt Angle fan, you're telling with this little farewell tour that this needs to be
the farewell tour.
This should be the farewell tour. This isn't like other people that have had a farewell tour and been like, oh man, this makes me sad. It's not like Shawn. We're like, oh, these are his last matches. This might be his last matches. That's a shame. He's still so good. No, this is not the case. Right. So, yeah. But Kurt Angle wins. I don't know why. I figured I would think, maybe a champion should beat an old man getting ready to retire. And I say that with all respect and love to Kurt Angle.
I get that. He's been losing a lot lately.
Yeah. So we have Triple H.
Yeah, Triple H and Batista, that's happening. Triple H
and the fucked family. Yeah, Triple H puts his career on the line, so... Well, we have a spoiler to who's going to win that fucking match.
We already knew who was going to win that match.
Well, we did, but we didn't. To me, there was still...
I had my prediction locked in.
Spoiler warning for next week. We're gonna let you in. We're gonna let you in on a little surprise, little taste of what we got coming next week during the prediction show. I was gonna pick Triple H. I'm still going to pick.
Oh,
Triple
for
H.
win, yeah, totally.
To win.
Winner, totally. Same.
But there was still kind of that little seed of doubt that, oh my God, Batista could win, and then they could, maybe in between movie schedules bring him as kind of like a Lesnar light,
Oh, I doubt it.
At least have some. What I was meaning by that is like, Batista could win and then be like, haha, I'm a big star, I'm gonna leave now, and I just, beat Triple H, and then, get some time in his filming schedule. He could, maybe beat like Randy Orton, or beat like. Somebody else who could do with, and who could live with a loss, and then come WrestleMania maybe like lose to. And this is a pipe dream, but like lose to like Finn Balor or something. Like, oh okay, and then he loses to some younger guy.
I see what you're saying.
But now there's no doubt in my mind. Spoilers, or should I say previews? So yeah, his career's on the line. It was a good interview, And Drew McIntyre and Dean Ambrose in a last man standing match.
How many times can Drew McIntyre try to send Dean Ambrose packing?
And
one more.
In the Dean Ambrose I'm not resigning farewell tour, how many times can he lose? Yeah, there you go.
I mean, he's got one more week if he wants.
So that was Raw. And now
still, they're not doing a terrible job with McIntyre and Roman and the whole story. It's pretty decent.
It's not bad. It's
just there's so much of the dumb stuff going on. You almost can't pay attention to it. It's not a focus thing either.
No. Need to get one big swig in.
But, I mean, credit to them. They're doing an alright job on it, considering they didn't know Roman was coming back to the last minute. They did alright. They could have done better by McIntyre. But.
So, we start off with an interview
SmackDown. New Day?
New Day comes out, and to me, I thought they did a good job with this interview, and they kind of... Daniel Bryan interrupted. I remember what he said, like, you guys can quit, but, like, we could... he could call something. Bring up some energy, so you can call him what afternoon. I thought it was funny when I heard it, and I can't remember now. Like you called him the new afternoon or something, and they can throw waffles to the crowd. And the one thing I don't like about this whole thing is Daniel Bryan calling somebody a B+ player is just
it sounds so wrong.
It's wrong because it's like. first of all, it's like, I get that he's a bad guy now.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing that I don't like about it is him kind of... I get it does make him a hypocrite, which that part I get. But there were other ways to get to that hypocritical level. Daniel Bryan, who's like supposed to be against, even though he's a bad guy now, still his character doesn't... His character would not be on the side of Vince McMahon.
Right.
He would not be doing Vince McMahon's bidding for him.
Doing bad things.
Yeah, like Daniel Bryan should just be like, whatever, not like going like, Mr. McMahon, you are so right. I'm gonna play like he should be the opposite of wanting to play somebody's corporate games, especially with his character.
I mean, unless and WWE's never this complicated with their stories, it's a means to an end because he has to ally with Vince to keep his championship and keep the power to keep his message out there. But that's a little too nuanced for their...
Yes. It's not New Japan. But the way I felt like a better way, and I'm sure I mentioned this before, be like, why don't he like say like, you people are bad, you people are bad for the world,
Mm-hmm.
You people are, the epitome of, commercialism.
Right.
You waste all these resources for all your merchandise and all these,
Look how many pancakes they've wasted. We got starving kids in the world.
Or why are you eating? And why are you wanting to feed the people these, this disgusting, processed?
It's got egg in it. It's got milk in it.
Like they could be doing stuff like that, and it's like this is why he doesn't like the New Day because they fly in the face of everything of his message,
Yep.
not. Once again, it's much like when Shane wrestled Undertaker, and I'm sure this match would be 1,000 times better. Why is the Undertaker just going along with Vince McMahon?
Right.
That makes no fucking sense.
Were you just Vince's lackey?
Exactly.
Since we pull the curtain back that much.
Yeah. So, it was a good interview.
I like the direction they went with it.
Yeah, now the New Day
see that coming.
Now the New Day has to fight the Gauntlet to get Kofi in there.
Yeah,
so I thought that
specifically Xavier and Big E.
Yeah,
to fight a tag Gauntlet.
And then we get to what's made me so fun.
Oh yes, best part of the week by far.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. I'm so fine with this. So fine.
Does anyone remember that Becky Lynch lost the Royal Rumble? Not in the Royal Rumble match, but she did tap out to someone else whose belt she was trying to take.
So Charlotte, this was Asuka.
For the women's championship.
What, just cheaperness.
She just got a match.
What did you know? That Charlotte's gonna...
Have you seen WrestleMania 34? It happened again.
And it was a good match. It was a good match. And
We are not questioning the two people in the ring and their abilities and performance. Not at all. We are questioning the decision-making people behind the scenes. So Asuka is no longer SmackDown Women's Championship because the main event of WrestleMania didn't have enough belts in it or something.
And now, I think this is what's got me the most upset. If you really, if the WrestleMania ends with Becky and 2 belts, triumphantly with confetti, I'm gonna be able to, if that is where this ends up, I'm going to be able to look on this and go, hey, at least that was really awesome.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed that. What's got me feeling the way I'm feeling is now the number 2, at least in terms of in the ring, maybe character-wise, maybe not number 2, but at least in terms of in the ring, the number 2 best main roster woman is either not going to have a match at WrestleMania or is going to be relegated to the Women's Battle Royal. Instead of having that triple threat main event for 1 women's title, and then having, granted, there's not as much star power, not going to live up to one being the fucking first women's match to main event of WrestleMania.
I like the idea I heard from one of the YouTube personalities where the winner of the women's battle royal take on Asuka.
Yeah.
So it meant something, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's an awesome idea.
But now
you could have any. I mean, you could even have someone from NXT win it just to surprise.
Shayna Baszler.
I mean, yeah.
You know, yeah, anything.
Yeah.
So now Asuka is going to be relegated to possibly a battle royal. There's not going to be.
Cool if Toni Storm made an appearance just for NXT UK's sake and had it knocked out. I mean, she was in Stardom and stuff. She can wrestle a strong style match with Asuka. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
And beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah, exactly. But now Asuka's like not even. No. With the way it looks right now.
I hope she wins the battle royal at least. I mean, not that it means anything, but at least.
Yeah. You know, it's not even going to be on the fucking card in a singles match. That fucking sucks. That's terrible. And the rumored innuendo that I've read, and I don't know, we might have a
got a couple comments. Yeah.
Who do you think Taker will face if he has one? I don't think Taker's going to be there. So I honestly, that's my prediction. Taker will not be there. Ain't too much to it.
If he is, he's not going to have an actual.
Well, okay, 3 white, 2 much. Two, yes, exactly. There's too fucking much.
Have you been watching this storyline?
So we're not going to have it. And the rumor innuendo that I've read is it's not even going to be for both belts to win the belts. Like Becky can only win one belt, where Charlotte and Ronda have the chance to win 2. That's the rumor that I've read on how they're going to do the match. It's not going to be
the weirdest
one match for both men. It'll be, you know, if Becky pins Ronda, she's the Raw Women's title, the Raw Women's Champion. If Becky pins Charlotte, she wins the SmackDown Women's title. If either the champions pin each other, they get both belts.
And if
I hope that is just rumor and innuendo.
And if either of them pin Becky, they both just stand up and go, "Yeah, we're still our champions."
Yeah.
Well, that would be lame. That would be the lamest. That would
this
be
needs
the
to
lamest.
be
Ronda
an elimination.
And Charlotte standing together.
What this needs to be, and it won't happen because WWE just doesn't do triple threats this way.
Right.
Elimination.
Yeah.
I've
never seen one of those.
Here's how you do the elimination match. Charlotte goes out first, and then Becky beats Ronda.
Yeah.
And then you have Charlotte going, "Hey, you didn't beat me at WrestleMania, hotshot."
And that would be the continuation afterwards, yeah.
But you know, that makes sense. But that makes too much fucking sense. So.
Also, they really need to work on maybe building some other female up as a legitimate challenge, because they have none right now.
It was a great match. I can't take anything away from how good the match was. It was great.
You know, the real tragedy is Ember Moon got injured in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, just imagine Asuka versus Ember at WrestleMania.
I know. There's a lot of history there. I mean,
that'd have been amazing. Kurt versus AJ. Oh, God, this was terrible. I mean, I was happy that, you know, we got this happened at a WWE ring after...
I'm happy to see that Kurt's getting to wrestle the people that he wants to wrestle.
That he likes.
In the weeks leading up, yeah. I mean...
It's a shame we're probably still, because he's the champion, we're not going to get Angle versus Bryan in the weeks leading up to it, I think.
Not. But, I mean, in all honesty, I'm
actually,
not
sure
if I want to at this point or not.
I think
maybe.
Bryan could do like Joe... The reason this match was so terrible is it just didn't go long enough, and then it ended up being a DQ. Which I get,
it was just a way to further the AJ Randy Orton story.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
But like with, you know, like, I think Bryan could pull one more good one out of Kurt. Like maybe on the Go Home SmackDown. Mm-hmm. Pull one more real good one out of Kurt Angle. You know, you could even have...
I still think those John Cena rumors. John Cena could...
Please...
He could
I never thought I would say this. Please put John Cena in a match. Please.
Chicago agreed with you. Never thought that'd happen either.
About the only time I'll be seeing eye to eye with that city.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, I mean, Cena an angle at WrestleMania, it would be appropriate, especially for where Angle is now.
Yeah.
He could make it happen.
But just next week on SmackDown, just imagine, Bryan bringing the drama out. You think like, they're going to use outsider first, and the New Day stop it, and you think, here comes Kurt. We could even make it for the title. Like say like, hey, if I win this, forget Baron Corbin, I'll wrestle Kofi Kingston, and imagine Kurt, like the New Day fighting off, because I think Bryan has the ability to bring the best out of Kurt and carry him. The New Day fighting off Rowan, when he tries to do that. Bryan that one last ankle lock, and you think he's gonna tap. And then he reverses it somehow and then elbows him. You can bring back the elbows into that surgically repaired neck. And then just, Kurt fades and they just call the match right there. Just imagine the excitement and heartbreak if they were to do something like that for Kurt's second to last match.
Bryan doesn't even cast a glance at Kurt. He just stares a hole through Kofi. Glares at him for, Yep. Beautiful. Yeah. Miz, he's gonna have a Falls Count Anywhere match. Shane, because unless you're AJ Styles, you're not gonna get a good match out of Shane unless it's a gimmick match. Miz did another good job with this, heroic interview. Miz is kind of like, I feel like John Cena. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like if you put Miz or John Cena in the ring with someone that's like at another level, they will rise to that level and keep with them. But putting someone below their level with them, they do not bring them up.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I tweeted this out last week. I said, and if you're not a sports fan, this reference is going to go over your head. I said, The Miz in his good guy interview or whatever it is. Speaking. His heroic interview last week was the equivalent of the Cleveland Browns beating the New England Patriots during the regular season. To where they did such a good job, but yet the question is, okay, you did it. Can you maintain this and keep your momentum going to bring yourself up on that level? Right. That remains to be seen. But he's done a good job these last 2 weeks, so. And then we have the New Day Gauntlet. New Day. And they're fucking amazing. Got to see the strength. You got to see what the tag division could be. Yeah. And this is another reason why I think that the tag, keep the brand split so more people get TV time. Yeah. But have all the tag belts and the women's and men's belts travel, because then you can get most out of your tag divisions. Same 4 teams fighting over and over. You can mix it up. We proved they have a good tag division, so now imagine if the New Day could go Raw and wrestle the Revival some more. The Revival come over, wrestle the Usos, as champions. The B team could, just wrestle the Bar,
They could cycle them in and out. They could use Sanity. It could happen. You could even have Nikki come with them, since she's apparently doing nothing. Even Nikki Cross could have fought Asuka. Maybe it wouldn't have made sense, but I don't know.
Would have made more sense.
I'm not bitter.
No, we're fine.
Got another comment.
We're fine. We got here.
Man, someone's cynical.
Not gonna entirely disagree with Daniel's comment. Yeah, that's yeah. So that's pretty. I thought it was good.
New Day won that.
New Day won. It's official. So if there was any real doubt, Kofi's wrestling for the WWE title at WrestleMania.
They beat Daniel Bryan and Rowan.
Yeah.
Didn't it? That was kind of cool.
Yeah. Good.
Also, kind of appreciated the whole Usos thing, where they were like, we're not even going to fight because y'all deserve this.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. For me, you don't see that very often. So.
No. Told a good story. It's just it's a nitpick, but it's just kind of, Brian's character to me doesn't fit what's going on.
I understand.
Yeah.
Everything that Vince has touched on screen, it's like, what?
Yeah. I could see Vince just, even if they're going to make this about the New Day and Kofi and Vince, Daniel Bryan shouldn't be there going, yes, Mr. McMahon, yes, Mr. McMahon, because Daniel Bryan should hate Mr. McMahon. He's a capitalist. He's, wastes resources. Everything that Daniel Bryan hates about the world is imbibed with Vince McMahon. Now, granted, I get the fact that, Bryan's supposed to be a hypocrite.
Right.
But still, they could have,
He didn't even have to be a hypocrite, though, to be a good villain with this character.
Yeah.
He could be 100% sold on it and still be such an ass about it that nobody wants to listen to him.
Ooh, Daniel. Not cool. Yeah. Charlotte insert her.
Can
we finally push her away from Becky and Ronda?
15 years ago.
I wish. But Eric, easy, buddy. I'm fine. I'm so fine. So fine with what they're doing. They're just, they're gonna put them all on.
Who exactly do you want Charlotte to fight with at this point?
I don't mind it happening. Like I'm if that's what you insist on happening, let it happen. It's just fucking. Let's just quit adding more shit.
Should have Carmella fight her again. Carmella beat her twice, like after last year's WrestleMania.
That's the thing is, it's like it's so, Ronda Becky, cool. Hey, we're gonna throw Charlotte in. Okay. And then you throw this in there. It's just like,
if they were gonna have to do
stop
Charlotte,
it.
They could have put her in there. There was a story there they could have done easily without the weirdness, and then all the suspensions and injuries. They didn't need any of that. Also, how did she magically just heal one day? She was like limping on a crutch, and then like limping on 2 crutches, and then limping on a crutch, and then fine. I mean, I understand injuries heal, but I don't understand either. Really?
Yeah. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, who
And
wouldn't want to see Asuka versus Ronda?
Yeah, I like to see Asuka, but I'm saying, just Asuka should just kept. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. Why not? Why not? I've just had Nikki Bell have her finger poked between them all. The whole reason I'm angry again, I'm not angry. I'm not even angry that Charlotte has a belt. Yeah. I'm not angry that their possibility is that the way they're going to do the match is going to be completely idiotic. I'm mad because now we're being denied a good Asuka match from WrestleMania. That's why I'm angry.
More mad on Asuka's behalf.
Yeah. Yeah, we're. It's more to do with Asuka not getting a good singles match against anyone.
Poor Naomi, Charlotte, Sonya, and Mandy. Guys, 4-way. One of you's gonna fight Asuka at Mania. Never mind.
or as you said, Women's Battle Royal, and here's a returning Ember Moon winning to wrestle Asuka. No. But we're fine. We're fine. Mm-hmm. We're fine. And that's pretty much.
Well, at that time, losing to Charlotte wasn't that big a deal.
Now it is.
Yeah. Losing to Carmella in those matches over the summer.
That was even worse. And
yet still, people were all fired up at the idea of her replacing Becky at Survivor Series. So, I mean, you know. But, yeah, Asuka is still dying a very slow death. She beat Becky at the freaking Royal Rumble. Tapped her out. Unless
You don't think.
How can she be
You know that this literally just entered my mind, and it's kind of one of those, like, it's... I don't want this to happen, but it's kind of like at this point, fuck it, just make it happen.
Okay.
Throw us in for a motherfucking fatal 4-way!
Then you'd have all of the... I mean... you'd have the entire top tier.
Fatal 4-way elimination match, winner gets both belts. There you go. Fucking just... You have overcomplicated...
I like it. Fatal 4-way elimination. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm down.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I mean, you've already taken...
Fuck it.
Fuck it! You've already taken good, simplistic storytelling and said, we need a big old batch of unnecessary bullshit. Fucking just throw Asuka a bone and say, you know what? Get in there. Get the 3 best women in the company and Ronda Rousey in there and fucking get the job done.
Yeah, if that happens, it'll only be because Charlotte had a horrific injury.
If what happens?
The Fatal 4-way? Oh, no. You can't be talking about that. What are you talking about? Surely not. Throw in the kitchen sink.
I don't want... At WrestleMania, I do not want anybody attacked backstage and they can't wrestle. To me, that is so... if it's at Backlash, sure. But if it's at WrestleMania, just... No, that's just dumb to me. But... Yeah, at this point, it's just kind of like, fuck it. Fuck it. If I'm not going to use the expression, but it's, it was the expression that Robert Downey Jr. used in Tropic Thunder, you don't go full blank. But they've already gone full blank, so if you're going to go full blank, make it a fucking fatal 4-way, throw Asuka in there, give her the women's main event too. If you're already going to do it, it's already lost its luster enough. Just, what's this going to hurt? You've already gotten drunk. You're already, you've gotten an embarrassing face tattoo. You've already gotten, you've already shaved your head. You're already naked in front of everybody. What's it going to hurt if you go up on stage and sing, I'm just a girl by no doubt. Well, after all that's already done. What's that going to hurt?
Really?
I'm only suggesting this because it's like fucking it gets Asuka on the card. This is like major damage control. It should have just fucking been Ronda and fucking Becky and then Asuka and fucking somebody else, and Charlotte just could have pissed on into the Women's Battle Royal for once. But since we're already here and these are the rules that WWE's established, let's just fucking go with it. I met Katie Vick last Starcast. I met Katie Vick. She is a nice lady.
I kind of like the idea of Asuka versus the Iconics 2-on-1. They're trying to be dual champions. Of course, they would lose in this scenario.
And then Asuka just holds the women's tag titles by herself. That'd be, as an Asuka fan, I'd like that. But yeah, that's I think that'll about do it for us.
Yeah, I didn't watch NXT or...
Haven't seen it yet. I still have yet to watch it. I'm gonna watch it because TakeOver is exciting. The G1 Supercard has been saved officially because we have Zack Sabre Jr. versus Hiroshi Tanahashi for the Rev Pro Wrestling British Heavyweight title, and what could be match of the weekend: Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi for the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. No. Both those matches will be better than the main event with the knife pervert in it. And if our friend of the show, Lunatic Bay, is watching this, that knife pervert reference was for you. Any hoozles.
I mean, it seemed like an accurate description of his character.
Yeah. Knife pervert, yes. But yeah, countdown. Well, 1 week before. Yeah, in 1 week I'll be at the WrestleCon Super Show. 1 week I'll be at the WrestleCon Super Show. But
Mania's in 1 week. That's crazy.
It'll be crazy. 1 week, then we'll look.
Yeah.
All right.
So next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, we might go live on Wednesday. We might we might actually tape the show. I haven't decided yet. Let me know. Let me know once this thing has been taped and uploaded, or tweet or post on the Facebook page, which I'm getting into, which we'll get into. Let me know if you want the live prediction show or what you want to do it. But yeah, we will not be doing this on Thursday or Friday because, well, I'll be in New York City, and Jedi, well, much like for the reason he doesn't have social media, he got kids, so he can't do that. But I'll be in New York, New Jersey, so hoping to see.
Watch it at night over the course of 3 days. And
Yeah.
Lunch breaks at work.
Yeah.
Thank you, network.
Yep. And
So by
take
Wednesday or
over.
Thursday, I'll be caught up.
Be doing takeover predictions and WrestleMania predictions, and very excited.
Busy week next week.
Busy week. Let us know if he wants to go live on Wednesday, or we might just tape it and then upload it on another day.
No, she's halfway.
She's halfway.
Woo!
Yeah, gonna be really entertaining there, and no, there you go, Dana.
I mean, I can't argue with you considering what they're offering this year.
But go like my Facebook page at facebook.com/athleticgeek89. Follow me on Twitter at athletic_geek89. If you enjoyed this video, like to see others like it, please like, share, and subscribe.
He's gonna be busy.
I'm gonna be busy. I'm gonna be busy here pretty
He's gonna be busy from Thursday on through to Monday when he passes out.
We might. We'll have to figure something out with how busy everything is. And all the lines going to be staying in. And me also meeting the true best there is, best there was, and best there ever will be, Shawn Michaels, that Saturday morning. You know, much better than that Canadian he made tap out in his home country. We'll see about that. Yeah, follow the Elite Era in the chat. If you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I got videos not just from the world of pro wrestling, but from the world of comics, gaming, and all things geek culture. But for Jedi Jason Kruger, I'm the Athletic Geek. We are fine. You're just fine. We're also just 2 marks and we're out.